Good afternoon again, viewers. Barry here with you in the studio once again for part 3 of episode 9 of the Daily Wraps for Wednesday, the 17th of June. Thanks for joining me here again in the studio. And this afternoon, I'd like to talk about in part 3 of the Daily Wraps for episode 9 is showing respect and consideration for people when you are at a work site such as this. I will talk about that in a moment, but I'd like to say to each and every one of you who have been watching my new channel, thank you so much for tuning in and liking my video. Now it is time for me to talk about how important it is to respect people when you are at work and at home. It is very important, guys, to show respect for one another when you are at a work site, such as a group home or a day option service. And with St. Ives Cab reopening on Monday, it is very important to go in there with a good attitude and a good mindset and be ready to do the job that the manager has asked you to do. Like, like, like me, I've got a very important job to do on Monday to make sure that everybody is taking their temperature when they walk into our premises. But I will talk more about that shortly. But the most important thing, guys, is really showing respect for your colleagues, whether you work in a shop or a day option service or a group home. And you need to go in to a workplace with a good attitude and a good smile on that face, because going into a workplace, guys, is no good, and showing disrespect isn't a good idea either. So if you've got a problem with someone, please take them aside and talk about the problem in a nice adult-like way. This is important because if you work in a supermarket, for example, and you've got a bad attitude towards the customers, nobody will want to work with you or acknowledge you or respect you. And why is that? Because you haven't shown respect for anybody but yourself, and that is not right. And the way that you should treat a person too is say good morning or good afternoon or good evening or good day. How you doing? Or how are you today? Or how are you this evening? Or how are you this afternoon? Having a good attitude, guys, is a must, especially with me as I am returning to St. Ives on Monday, and I need to have my good attitude on and be ready to do the task at hand for when I go back to St. Ives on Monday. So, it is very important that I am ready to do the job at hand and be ready to talk to the manager for when I return to the St. Times Centre at 10 times on Monday. We should not raise our voices if we've got a problem with someone. I spoke about this in a video called Arguments. Please watch that video and tell me what you think. And let me know what you think about this video, about the video too, because it might help you to resolve the problem if you watch the video and listen to some of the tips that I gave to you viewers on Friday night when I finished episode 4 of the video. Now, now, how not to treat a person. You should not walk away from a person when they are speaking to you. And why is that? Because that is very rude and disrespectful and hurtful. And if someone is trying to explain something to you or myself, please don't talk over the person. And another thing, please don't go talking about someone else behind their back. That is also very rude. I have experienced this. And you know why it's rude? It's rude to talk behind somebody's back. Well, it's not the way to deal with a situation. And like I've just mentioned, guys, don't walk away and then talk about the person behind their back. If you have a serious problem, please talk to them. And it's like if you work in a group home such as this or a day option service, please come into work with the right attitude and a good temper and are ready to obey the manager's orders and be ready to do the job at hand. Before I conclude part 3 today of the Daily Wraps, I again would like to thank you so very much for emailing me, and please do email me if you think my videos are good. I really would like to hear from you about my videos and what you think. And a cake recipe too has just been popped up on YouTube. So if you are on YouTube, please do watch the cake video, because maybe you would like to take the opportunity to bake a cake. Who knows? Well, that's the end of part 3. Coming up, my thank you message. Thank you everybody for tuning into my videos and liking them. And now here's my thank you message in full. And that's the end of part 3. Thank you for being so patient whilst I haven't been able to go out anywhere or come to work. And please do watch part 3 of this video that I'm about to bring you. So coming up, part 4 and the conclusion and what's coming up. This is Barry Fair.